Hey guys, and welcome to the first ever Dead Workers StarCraft. I'll be your commentator and caster, Terradin, and I got a very cool replay in store for you. So spawn in as the blue Protoss player in the upper north hand corner of Cloud Kingdom, we have none other than the very famous Infinity 7 iSAxslav. And spawning in as the red Zerg player from Team Vision Valor Victory, we have vVvGlon. It's like I said, this is Cloud Kingdom. It's a very, very big map. Not like the biggest, but still is very big. And first, Force Cross spawns. It's only a one-player map. You see that iSAxslav is going for Forge Fast Expand with the lower pylon. But since there's not going to be that much going on right now, I'm going to just talk a bit. So, if y'all haven't seen any of my stuff yet, I did have a video get posted up on the Dead Workers channel already, and if you haven't seen that, you can go see it later, because you should continue watching this video. So pretty much, I was approached by Brent a little while ago, back a little bit before the Dead Workers party last year, and they wanted to have StarCraft. So I was like, okay, yeah. At the time, I wasn't the best commentator. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do this. Well, it's taken a little while, but I mean, you can see some of the things, the changes that have gone on with the channel, so maybe it was the best. But now, I'm here. I'll be doing this. Now, depending on how you guys like it, I'll try to change things up a bit. I do a pretty, like, moderate to high level casting and commentating, so if it's like, this is a lot of you guys' first time seeing StarCraft, I'm just like going over your heads, let me know, and I'll try doing back a bit. Now we do see that Glon is going full for first as a Zerg. That's because this happens a lot. Protoss will pylon block, so the Zerg cannot actually expand, and it looks like iSAxslav is gonna get the second pylon block. Whoa, that is so big, actually. iSAxslav's denying those two bases. Zerg really needs the extra bases in this game, just in general. You needed to keep like up with the economy, especially after that. iSAxslav is probably gonna, yep, right there. Go on, take his expansion. So pretty much he's taking his second base, so he's gonna have such a high economy. He can build more units, build more workers, upgrade his units, and make his army very deadly. Now we see that the Lings, which are tier 1 units for Zerg, are out. They'll be taking out these pylons like a boss, and we don't see any cannons being dropped like a Protoss player sometimes will do against the Zerg. And looks like that probe might actually get out. Those pylons are going to be going down, and we will be seeing Glon taking the rest of his expansions. We should be seeing that. See it kind of going around a little bit, dancing, yeah, having fun. That drone that's missed a dance of pants, but he gets the pleasure of becoming a building when he grows up. Yep, there we go. We get to see him become a hatchery. Happy little drone there, but we do see some Lings are going to try to run up here to try to do something, but there is a cannon out for iSAxslav. The cannon can two-shot a Ling, so that's not going to be really worth the trade. And also there is a pro blocking that little the little passageway right there. The Lings will not be able to run in unless they have to kill it, which will give the cannon long enough to kill all of them. We do see the gateway is finally finished for iSAxslav, so he will be producing a Zealot to help block off that little open spot right there. We do see, oh, iSAxslav did keep that probe alive the whole time. That was very good. And we do see the Cybernetics core for the Protoss being dropped, which allows him to get Warp Gate tech, which lets him actually just instantly make a bunch of units out of each Warp Gate that he has built. We do see that the first hatchery for Glon is actually finished, and the other one is actually very well saturated. No gases have been taken yet. Gases are a very important resource in this game. You need it for pretty much anything that is not tier 1. You do see the first Zealot for iSAxslav is out, and is going to go try to liberate this watchtower of the Zerg. One Zealot can actually take out all these Zerglings if properly micro, but wow, Glon with a great micro actually keeping those Lings alive. And we will probably see, yep, weakest one throw on the tower and those two brought back. But with the second, ooh, a Stalker actually being brought out, I mean, it's going to push all these Lings out very easily. Now we do see the Stalker is out. Probably iSAxslav's going to use these early Zealot and Stalker, which you don't see often. Probably just drive all these Lings back, deny the map vision of Glon so he can kind of do something risky, and Oh my gosh, taking a third Nexus. This is unheard of. This is so greedy. This is so risky for iSAxslav. I mean, a couple of Lings just running in right now, I mean, could kill iSAxslav. He has 2 units, okay? iSAxslav has 2 offensive units. 9 Lings, I mean, the Zerg can produce so many units so quickly. This is just such a greedy thing for iSAxslav until he gets that Warp Gate finish. Which, it's a little bit halfway. Actually, he is still on 1 gate. He's still only on a gateway for producing units. That's very impressive, actually, that he's pulling this off. He is getting an upgrade. There is an Overlord right here for Glon, which is pretty much just a floating supply of Glon, that little cap right there. That's what his limit is. He has to have a certain number of Overlords to increase that limit. Anyways, yeah, it's that Overlord sees this but does not know that in fact there is a nice little wall right here with a 3rd Nexus on the way. Glon is still on 3 bases. He does not know about this at all. His Lings are scouting around. It looks like the Lings, looks like Glon kinda knows something's up. Cause a 2 base, there'd be a lot more units out than just those right now for a 2 base timing attack or anything. And it looks like, will those Lings go up there and see it? Even just the cannon shot will let them know that there's something going on up there. Oh, Link speed just finished and they come up here and get shot and know that there is an expansion. Wow, he's going to go into panic mode and actually instantly take his 4th. That's a very smart thing for Glon because he knows that iSAxslav will not be able to attack for right now. He's very mineral starved after taking that expansion. iSAxslav is going to be worried about more defensive posture, so that's very smart. I do like what iSAxslav is doing right here. On this map, you can actually wall off this upper ramp with a cannon and 2 gateways. The Lings, the Zerg pretty much can't come in. It's a very smart thing to do. He's pretty much forcing the Zerg only to do a 1-prong attack right there. If he tries to do a 2 prongs, it's just not going to work out for him. He doesn't warp that gateway in though. And you see a Twilight Council is on the way, +1 melee and armor is on the way for our Zerg player. We do see hallucination was researched, which lets iSAxslav make fake units that will scout for him, which is very good. We do see roaches are on the way and even infestors. So this will be very good with the pathogen glands research on its way that gives them more starting energy and roach speed. So we're going to be seeing Glon wind up for a really big attack soon. Oh yeah, and if people that don't know StarCraft and don't know about this map, there is a freaking floating shark on this map that breathes bubbles. Yeah, shark on the map, flying. Most deadliest of sharks out there. Those Lings did spot the Phoenix going around, the hallucinating Phoenix, still shark. Sharks are awesome. But I mean, iSAxslav, see what he sees. Let's watch what he sees. Let's just watch. So he sees pretty much, wait, this is Glon's. Yeah, here's iSAxslav. That's all he sees. And then his base. What he doesn't know is there's a lot of Lings coming. Moving around, keeping map control. This is very smart of Glon. You don't want to sneak anything. Keeping that Ling right there to make sure there is no 4th expansion coming out. We do see that Psystorm is on the way. That's a very good choice by iSAxslav and Zealot Legs, which is charged, so the Zealots can close into that gap very quickly. Psystorm pretty much being one of the best spells out there. 80 points, 80 damage to all units in that area over time. But we still see a lot of Lings, but Zealots beat Lings. Zealots are the hard counter to Lings. So, I don't like using the word hard counter, but they are. Now, we do see that there is a Greater Spire for Glon. Let's see, where is that Greater Spire? I probably just panned over it like 5 times. And people are just like, ah! You suck, lads. No. I am really just that blind. Come on. Here's that, baby. Where? Oh, there's a Greater Spire. Right there. So Broodlords are going to be coming out. We do see some Corruptors being made, which is right there. Man, that's a lot of Lings. Anyways, we do see Corruptors are being made, which Corruptors get morphed into Broodlords, and it is also getting melee attacks, which do move on to the Broodlings, which is very smart. And it looks like iSAxslav is deciding to finally push out. This is a very late push out of iSAxslav. We've gone on for a few minutes now. Yeah, 13 minutes. I should not have opened that, but it doesn't matter. And you're out. So we do finally see a push coming out. probably gonna attack this 4th base because you don't want to really be attacking into this choke right here. You should, as a Protoss player, you don't want to be in a choke. That's really bad. And we do see some Lings running around trying to kind of give iSAxslav a little bit of distraction to wait for these 7 Broodlords morphing in. Where are those Broodlords? Right here. Glon even knows that his 4th base is being attacked. He is dropping the 5th in the middle of this action, but we do see a Warp Prism is out, which is like a movable pylon, so he can warp in. And here we go with a little engagement. Zealots are charging in. The Stalkers are doing a lot of damage. Fungal Growth is casted down so well, getting a lot of the sentries, but wow, that is a great Guardian Shield. Oh, the feedbacks from the Hari Templar killing a lot of the Infestors, but the Broodlords are on the field and will chase away this army. So many Broodlings were just spawned, but it looks like iSAxslav is going to keep on trying to hold, but the Fungal Growths are just so good, getting all the Zealots locked in place, but there's so many Stalkers on the field. Blink underneath all of these Broodlords, and Side Swords are being dropped, but so many Broodlings and Lings are coming into here, killing off all the Stalkers so quickly. Force fields are still very good from iSAxslav, but there's just not enough to deal with these Broodlords there. The Broodlord count has been reduced to 3, 4, sorry, but that's still too many for iSAxslav to deal with. And we see him stutter stepping, trying to maximize the amount of damage he can do, but at least left the Archon to be trapped, and not that many Stalkers left. And it looks like Glon is gonna kind of wait in the center right now, wait for reinforcements. That's a very smart thing to do. And see the Great Spire's not researching anything. Fleet Beacon is on the way. Fleet Beacon that will allow iSAxslav to get his mothership out. Motherships are awesome. And it looks like iSAxslav doing something that might be a little risky here, coming out with very low, small army to try to see if he can make anything happen here. A lot of Lings are coming out. The Templars were made instantly to Archons, knowing that they will not be able to sidestorm off in time. And it looks like iSAxslav actually going to push this, clean this up. It might actually get this hatchery. We do see the Corruptors are moving in. The Broodlords are moving in quite slowly, and that hatchery will be going down, but probably at the sacrifice of iSAxslav's army. He should not be moving out. Oh, he will actually get away with his army. He will take a few damage from the Broodlings right here and 2 Lings, but it will not be that. Oh, he will lose that Stalker. No, he will not. Wow, very good control by iSAxslav, keeping that alive, but there are a few Lings here. But the Zealots destroy Lings so easily. iSAxslav still down in supply by a 20 gap. You might not think that's much, but that is actually a lot. We have 2 just random observers sitting there. Probe transfer happening now. And we see such a big army. It looks like with the Warp Prism there was a Zealot drop, and actually sniped the Greater Spire. We missed that. But it doesn't matter because we know it's gone, and it's doing a lot of drone damage right now. Killing off a lot of economy. Actually, these 2 Zealots were left alone. Looks like the Warp Prism was finally taken out. More Zealots have been warped in down here, but these Infestors should just fumble. Well, there are the Broodlords there. And it looks like these 2 Zealots will finally get cleaned up. So much engagement going on. And it looks like iSAxslav is pushing the 4th now with a small, very small army in fact. And he should not get this since the Broodlords are moving into place, but this is it. There is no more Spire. There is no more Greater Spire. This is all the Corruptors that he will have, and this is all the Broodlords that Glon will have until he makes all of those. The Mothership is in way, but there's so many Lings. These Zealots will be, these Stalkers will be taken up, but the Zealots do connect, killing so many of the Lings because they are so good with their 3 attack but no armor. And it looks like iSAxslav is going to go into a more defensive station, get back to where his cannons are, and these Lings should retreat. In fact, they do. And let's see, the Mama ship is coming out, being chrono boosted out. There is a DT shrine already done. If you don't know what Dark Templars are, they are overpowered, and not really. They're cloaked units that do a lot of damage. And do we have any outs? No, I do not believe we have any out right now. We do have more Archons being morphed over here, and justice has arrived. There is the Mama ship of the Protoss, which is currently not going to be put into the next expansion, which sucks because it's such a good unit. So pretty much everything based for iSAxslav possibly winning this game that he's been so far behind on it is based around this mothership. All about the Vortex. If he can get one Vortex and Vortex a bunch of the Broodlords, and then get an Archon turret going on, which puts his Archons in there so they're underneath the Broodlords, so he can do a lot of damage with the Archon AoE. If he can do that, he can turn this game around completely. We do see some more warp-ins. These so amount of Lings just kind of running by this expansion here. They could have actually cleaned that up. And it looks like iSAxslav is looking like he's gonna move out, possibly. And I believe the mothership was. Oh no, there's the mothership. Just a little slow. Mothership's a little slow. It's actually, its attack is really weak, but it is like the coolest attack in the game. It looks awesome. It's really weak though. And right now, not much is going on. The Greater Spire is being remade. Where is it being remade at? Is it the same location? Or, oh, okay. It's at its third. It's a little bit more defendable, but still not the best location to put it. It looks like we will see some Corruptors and a drone transfer being sniped off. And here we do see the Mama ship is in position to help reinforce this. There's not that many Broodlords out, but there are a lot of Corruptors. So when the Greater Spire is on, which is now, he can make so many Broodlords. 10 Broodlords actually coming out. And the fourth base does drop, however, for vVvGlon, putting them in not the best position ever. Now, do we know? I do not believe that vVvGlon has seen that Mama ship yet. I don't know if it was in his line of sight, but he might have not actively seen it. So it still could be in iSAxslav's favor. iSAxslav has actually easily come back into power here, even though a lot of Broodlords are being made. iSAxslav with the max army, with pretty much a Broodlord killing army here, being Stalker and Archon with a Mama ship. Those things did not make a successful run by, and here we come with the big army of vVvGlon. Oh man, all those Broodlords are stacked so much that will not be good. Actually, there is not a single Corruptor with that army, so he does not, in fact, know that there is a mothership out in. Even though it's, you know, it's late game PvZ, that's kind of it's what Protoss do. Anyways, here we do see the engagement of vVvGlon, and it looks like, he is moving over the side, still very bunched up, but those Broodlings did show the fact that there is a Mama ship here, so he will split those Broodlords actually extremely well. So it will all come down to the vortexes here. Let's see what the energy is. It's almost 200. A vortex costs 100 energy. If iSAxslav can just stall for a few seconds, he will have enough for 2 vortexes. But it looks like he will engage. There is detection out for vVvGlon, so he can't see these cloaked units. So many vVvX though going down on all the infestors. No bungles were dropped at all. Vortex is thrown down. A lot of these Broodlords, Archon, Side Storms are going down everywhere, but there's still a lot of Broodlords out. The Archons are coming over, but the Blink underneath killing off a lot of the Broodlords. Still a lot are alive. 2 Archons do go into the toilet and should finish off that group of Broodlords right there. These Stalkers are going to be enough to clean this off, and there's the GG from vVvGlon. iSAxslav taking this game. Very good game from iSAxslav and vVvGlon. Very long macro game, and wow, that was so good. And it really did all come down to those vortexes. If he missed a vortex and didn't get all those Broodlords, it would have been just horrible for iSAxslav. But he pulled it off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I hope y'all like the commentary. I really do, because I like being around the dead workers. They're fun guys. Brent's nice. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.